Hi everybody, Mary Ellen here. I was sitting around the Love Shack, thinking about Capricorn. And I had a little bit of time before the live stream at 2 o'clock, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go for it. I'm feeling it. So here I am. If you're showing up, thanks for being here. I am changing things up for 2019. So I'd like to hear your feedback. If you have any desires, if there's something you'd like to see me do that I'm not doing, suggestions, whatever, criticize, whatever. Okay, I'm open. Be nice. Be nice to me, Spirit says. So part of my goal is to push out more content and to have the content that's coming out be shorter and more digestible. And thank you for watching all those long videos I made. So going forward from here, when I do a live stream, if I get inspired to jump on or if I schedule a live stream, I will not interact with the chat in order to keep it short. And I may put a sort of a stop marker and say, okay, I'm going to stop the video here. If anybody wants to chat, we're going to hold for a minute to give me a place to clip it off. And then I'll come over and chit chat with you folks, okay? So don't be offended if you're putting comments or questions and I'm not answering you. So Capricorn, you're the heroes of the zodiac, as we all know at this point. Today is the partial solar eclipse on the new moon, and it's a very powerful day. I always post a video from Pamela Gregory about the eclipse events. If you haven't seen it, it's on a playlist for January on my channel. Go and watch it. Massive seismic shift, which is what my spirit guides have been promising. So we're going to be working this year with Mars and Uranus. Uranus is, I think, if I remember correctly, going station direct. So this is a big power year. And as my guys have been promising, you are going to begin to experience the shift that you've been waiting for so long. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to take the energy of the eclipse day and just push these readings out. I know you guys have been waiting. Thank you very much for that. I will post a photo of the cards in the community tab after the reading is done, and I sort of have a chance to get to that. Again, things I'm trying just to try to keep the video short. Okay, Spirit, what is the energy today that you would like to speak about with all the fabulous Capricorn people that are here? Well, of course. Okay, I'm going to push this back a little bit so I have room. All right, so here's the Spirit message card. That's the theme over the top of the reading. The renewer. Okay. So this is the renewer of devotion. And there's the sacred cauldron. And of course, as a representation of all the things that I just said, becoming renewed, you're entering this period where there's going to be renewal of your devotion in a general sense because of the shift and change that is coming, that has been promised, and it is about healing, and it is massive. So this is about being able to come into a place of, okay, Spirit saying a wider methodology of devotion to your own being, and therefore compassion for all beings because of what you've been through. So when you think about your purpose that my spirit guides talk about, Spirit saying, wrap that in to what it is you are experiencing and understand that it is part of the gift that you are being given because you have come here in this time to be part of this enormous shift and change and to be walking under the sign of Capricorn, wherever it lies in your chart. Go to your chart and look, what part of my being is going through this revolutionary change? And by so doing, you will understand your own path, your own journey, and your own purpose, your vibration. And Spirit is talking a lot. We kind of ran with that thought. So make sure to keep that uppermost in your mind as you go through this year, because it is going to be one of seismic experiences. Okay? And the card that represents you, we've seen this before in your readings, Capricorn, of course. You are the king of knowledge. Earth-based knowledge. Knowledge of the planet. Knowledge of your feet. Solidly planted on the ground. The ability to reach the height of your power. And you have come to this new place of being. Do you see the contentment, the wisdom? There's not a lot of stress there. We do see transformation. We see new growth. I love it. I love the way the card is illustrated. So in the mythology of this card, this king was a peasant and was raised up to the level of a king, increased his knowledge, and the magic that was in his life was this pig that we see on the spit in the background. There was always one pig on the spit cooking, and another another pig out in the pen, in the poke, Spirit says. So a notation about abundance, and it is about abundance on a human level that comes from within the satisfaction of your being by knowing the place to which you have risen and the qualities that brought you along that pathway, the things you had to endure, and how you were chosen to be put in this position. Okay, so interesting. There's the next card, the Counselor. So a major arcana, first card on the human realm. Standing in yourself, your own touch point of wisdom. A fabulous card for the ruler, the king of the earth signs, Spirit says. Right? So this is inner and outer reflection of your being at this point. It's fantastic. I love it. I love seeing it. And here's the next card that came out. Beautiful. The woman of art. Her energy flowing out from her over the course of her reaching her own destiny. So we're seeing a lot of different manifestations or illustrations about your destiny and about the way in which you go forward and the effect of it. So, when you see an earth sign being described in a reading in this way, with deep connections into the universe, very deep, emanating from there, Spirit says, your psyche. We see another, a major arcana card, first a court card, then a major arcana card, the Hermit, the counselor of truth, standing upon the earth, deeply in line with their own internal wisdom. And then we see a water card following that. They complement each other. They increase the power. They increase the vibration. Because you are able to, Spirit saying, command the energy of the water element and allow it to flow out over the earth like a water element does do, but it's coming through to you from the power of your being standing in this place. Pretty amazing. So, Spirit, what's the rest of the message, please, on the human realm for Capricorn, January 2018, on this day of the eclipse? And there we have, of course, another major arcana card. Beautiful, the Strength card. And as I always say about this, if you're new to the channel, the strength in this situation is that you are able to follow the pattern of the energy. And by following the pattern of the energy, you come into your strength and you are able to wield it for the benefit of all. And that's what that card is about in the mythology of this deck. And here's the bridge card. We've been talking about this for 2 years, Capricorn. Another layer of releasing, another moment where that which you have performed, the place into which you have arrived, creates another moment of release. And we're talking now about Pluto being in your first house. And we know that this is going to continue for several more years. However, things are beginning to shift and change, and you're being given all these eclipses and the types of the moon cycles that are going to happen. It's very powerful this year. I'm probably going to do a live stream about that topic, but not today. So, being released from another layer of that which has caused you to slumber. And in your slumber, in the universe, you undergo this great shift and change that renews your psyche, your being, your devotion. And it is a great awakening on this day of this incredible eclipse. So again, Spirit saying, if you haven't looked at that video that I put on the channel playlist for January from Pamela Gregory, it's really important for you to actually know. So go check it out. She's very good. She's very concise. So the very next card that comes up, this is on the Spirit line, the Warrior of Skill. Again, beautiful, earth-based warrior, having everything that he needs, power, magic, and the means to move forward. So, as Spirit's been saying, that's about having a new spiritual adventure. You've come through, you've got another layer of awakening, and please put some comments on the thread. Tell me what's going on with you folks. I really want to know. So, a new adventure is dawning, according to my spirit guides. Okay, Spirit. Yep, okay. Sorry, things are coming out in bunches. All right, and this new adventure comes to you because of all the things I've already said. You're standing on yet another foundation because you've had this next level of release. You've come through a rite of passage. And Spirit's talking a lot about today. So the energy that is happening today, take it upon yourself to educate yourself and understand and actually experience the fact that you've come to a new place. You're having a new adventure and you are well prepared because you have a new foundation. And look, here's the final card on the Spirit realm. Okay? Not a major arcana card, but a prophecy card. The augury of battle. Having this moment where you have the power because of your thoughts. Okay, so this Ace of Swords, right? This powerful moment, just before you put your hand on the sword of victory, you chant, you pray, you analyze, like an earth sign does, and you take up the power of the wind that enlivens this sword. You chant your intentions on this day of the new moon with an eclipse aligned with Mars and Uranus. It is the big bang for you, Capricorn. Seize the moment and go hard. Spirit says that thing, go hard or go home or stay home, however that works. Go for it. Do it today. Write your intentions. Meditate, think, chat, talk with your friends. Say some prayers. Say some incantations. Write yourself a mantra for the year, but also most particularly for the moment that we're in right now through to the full moon. Okay? And look, Capricorn, of course, there's the outcome. The revelation of art. And if you've been following along the channel, you know this woman by now. She is the seer, a clairvoyant person who was able to name the sacred lineage of the kings that would come forward from the lineage of Luth, the king of art, whose superpower, Spirit says, was to be able to clear away obstacles with his sacred vision, and with his sword, he was a sacred warrior. So Capricorn, that's phenomenal. I'm going to pull one card for you from the Mystical Shaman Oracle, okay? And we're going to pull a rune today for you, and then I'm going to be off. So I haven't decided yet exactly how I'm going forward, but I am switching it up, so just be forewarned. Don't freak out. I have to change what I'm doing in order for my vision to come forward, and I have to be brave about it. I have to be willing to do it. So I'm an earth sign. Yeah, Spirit's talking about saying, I feel you. I really do. Okay, Spirit says, this is the one. Okay, there we go. So this is the card about the earth. Pachamama. Isn't that beautiful? There we go. All right, let me read to you from the book about this. And let's see, it should be on page 80. Okay, let me hold it up for you. There it is. Okay. This illustration represents the unconditional love that the earth has for all her children, including the stones, the plants, the animals, and humans. She is the goddess of earth, also known as Gaia, who pervades all creation on our planet. Thanks to Pachamama, our timeless soul can experience life in a biological body. The joy and pain that we taste during our brief time on earth are an invitation to discover the boundless love of Pachamama. The invitation is stated as this: you are the child of the earth. Now is the time to eat right, to love right, to be joyous, regardless of the circumstances you may find yourself in. Be grateful for your life, for your body, and for all that nourishes you. Pachamama invites you to relish each breath, embrace your joy and your pain equally, and discover love through both. Let Pachamama know how much you appreciate all her blessings with an act of service such as planting a tree, helping save an endangered species, or protecting the ocean. Phenomenal. I love that. Okay. So let's have a rune for you folks today. And then I'll be off. I have to start preparing for the live stream that's coming. I think I forgot to say, if you want a reading or if you want to look at the many services I offer, the link is below. And there it is. Okay. I love it. There you go. See that? Beautiful. That is the rune for strength. So let me read that. Let's see if I can hold this up while I'm reading it. Hang on, I gotta look at the page. Okay, there we go. So kind of a universal symbol, right? This is about strength, and we saw the strength card in your reading. And it is about following the energy and being partnered with the universe in order to renew your devotion, understand the path that you have been on, so that it can empower you rather than disempower you and take your will away. So there we go. And there it is. Okay. So this is Uruz. It is notated by manhood, womanhood, and the notion of the wild ox. The rune of terminations and new beginnings. Drawing this rune indicates that the life you've been living has outgrown its form. That form must die so that new energy can be released in a new form. This is the rune of passage, and as such, part of the cycle of initiation. Positive growth and change, however, may involve a descent into darkness. Part of the cycle of perpetual renewal. As in nature, this progression consists of 5 aspects. So Spirit's asking me to hold up this card for you, okay? There we go. Yeah, that's better. Okay. So as in nature, the progression consists of death, decay, fertilization, gestation, and rebirth. Events occurring now may well prompt you to undergo a death within yourself. Since self-change is never coerced, we are always free to resist. Remain mindful that the new life is always greater than the old. Prepare then for opportunity disguised as loss. It could involve the loss of someone or something to which you have an intense emotional bond, and through which you are living one part of your life. A part of your life that must now be retrieved so that you can live it out for yourself. In some way, that bond is being severed, a relationship radically changed, a way of life coming to an end. Seek among the ashes and discover a new perspective and a new strength. The ancient symbol for Uruz was the aurochs, a wild ox. And when the wild ox was domesticated, which was an immensely difficult task, it could transport heavy loads. Learn to adapt yourself to the demands of such a creative time. Firm principles attached to this rune At the same time, humility is called for, since in order to rule, you must learn how to serve. This rune puts you on notice that your soul and the universe support your new growth. So fabulous. I couldn't think of a better message for you, Capricorn. And I do believe you are the heroes of the zodiac in this age that we live in. And then that mantle is going to be passed on when your journey with Pluto is over. So we have a few more years to go, but something massive is shifting and changing, and this is going to be an amazing year. So thanks everyone for being here. I think I forgot to say there's a live stream coming at 2 o'clock. I'm going to pause and, okay, Spirit's telling me hold the card up again. So I'm just going to have some silence, and then we're done with the reading. I'm going to go to the chat room and see who's there. Okay? Thanks, everybody. I look forward to seeing you at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. All right. And there we are. There's your image.